There it is. There it is. There it is. He's getting cursed. It's real. It exists. There it is. Danhausen is real. Oh my God. It was such a pain in the butt to get. I'm just letting him. He can win now. But he was cursed. He was cursed. All right. Now I can definitively tell you how to do it. I can show you how to do it. Oh my God. All right. It was worth getting it myself. I thought about just grabbing it. I saw it on Facebook all today, and I thought I was just going to grab it off Facebook. I was about to give up. But I don't know. How long did it take me? It took me 40 minutes. 40 minutes of sitting here, and it finally popped. But there it is, guys. You can see Danhausen in the game today. All right. Here's how I did it. Here's what you got to do. Here's everything I know about it. There's no button command. All right, let me clear that up because I think there's some information out there on the internet that there's some kind of button you can hit. No, there's no button that you can hit. It's a one-on-one match, and everybody seems to agree it's a one-on-one lights-out match. That's kind of universal. And I don't think it matters who you select, who versus who. I picked Orange Cassidy versus Adam Cole because that's how it actually happened. When Danhausen arrived in AEW, it was in a match between Adam Cole and Orange Cassidy, and Danhausen appeared from out from under the ring, and he cursed Adam Cole, and that was his debut in the company. So I said, all right, let me go ahead and recreate that. So I selected Orange Cassidy and Adam Cole, which I'm struggling to do now as I talk because I can't like chew bubble gum and walk at the same time, apparently. All right, here we go. All right, we've got them. And you got to take all of the weapons from the outside and put them into the ring. That's going to be important. So you're going to have to take all of the weapons from the outside and put them into the ring, because if there's any weapons on the outside, the computer player is going to grab those weapons instead of reach under the ring. They have to reach under the ring. It doesn't seem to matter where their momentum is at. They can either have higher momentum than you or lower momentum than you. That part doesn't seem to matter whether you're winning or losing or any of that kind of stuff. It's a random chance whether they reach under the ring and get Danhausen. I suspect there's more of a chance for them to pull Danhausen if there's nothing under the ring for them to get. So you grabbing items from under the ring, just the more items you want to grab, all the items from the outside and move them into the middle of the ring. And if there's any, if you can grab any items from under the ring as well, that's going to help. Just make it more of a chance that he's going to pull nothing from under the ring. But I think when you go and you pull nothing, I don't think that you as the player can pull out Danhausen. I think only the computer player. The thing I didn't test is if you can use, if you can do a CPU versus CPU match, maybe that would work, but it's probably harder to get actually because of what I'm telling you now, where if there's any items on the outside, they're going to reach for those instead of look under the ring for the item. You can also use the items. So if you just beat them up with the items, that will get rid of the items. So you can do that as well if you just want to get rid of the items. But I think keeping them in the ring might actually help, because I think when they go to pull out items from under the ring, if there's too many items, I think that's when it won't. I think there's probably some kind of limit to how many items you can actually have active. And if you get to that limit, it's probably more likely that you'll pull out a Danhausen. That's all speculation, but I'm just kind of telling you where I was at when I got it to happen. And that's kind of where I was. What you just saw just now was like 10, 15 minutes into the match. We had used a lot of items. They were all in the middle of the ring. By the way, people have been asking how to throw an item. You just press the same button you press to pick it up, and then you can actually throw some of the items like the football right there. That's one thing I figured out while I was doing this. If you didn't know how to do that, now you know. So there, I kind of picked up all the items from the outside, and then when he comes out, you can kind of taunt him on the outside, and that should bring him to the outside himself. He can't come out here with the weapon. If he comes out here with the weapon, you got to take it away from him. Trying to grab that weapon for myself out here. But anyways, that's kind of the idea. I'm not going to do it again right now because it literally took like a lot of time to do it. But what you want to try to do is trigger him to look under, your opponent to look under the ring. And that has a chance of pulling out Danhausen. I don't know what the chance is. It seems to be fairly random. It's definitely possible. It could take you 10, 20 minutes. But yeah, that's what you want to do is trigger that. And then there's a chance that he'll pull out Danhausen, which you just saw. So I hope you enjoyed this video. There's a lot of other great videos on this channel. Thank you so much to everybody who bared with me while I did this live. And grave diggers, keep. I'm going to see if he pulls out Danhausen. He doesn't. Digging.